Hello, today is April 1st, 2017. I was looking for some resolution on Friday. I think we got it. All we need for confirmation is to keep dropping on Monday, which I think is very likely. This is a pattern which typically closes near the day's high. When that doesn't happen, it's negative. It would be invalidated if we moved up sharply at the open and took out this high. During the day, MEJT said that rally was false, called for it to retrace, said the drop is false, we got that retracement. Nothing new in the way of a new signal from MEJT. Well, I wanted this high to hold, the Thursday high to hold, for my wave count to stay intact, and it did. Once again, we tried to rally all day long and gave up the ghost at the end. It's a sign that the professionals aren't anxious to stick with the uptrend during the day. It's particularly ominous when this happens late on a Friday, because late on a Friday is the last time you'd expect people to have a reversal in trend. Certainly the retail customers, John Q. Public, isn't going to be anxious to sell like this when we've been rallying going into the close. This is the DeMark count. Now ideally number 8 is over number 5, and ideally number 13's over 8, but sometimes you get a situation where the ideal just isn't present, and there is a variation with an early bar 13 where this could be a sequential sell signal. Now it's less likely to work when 8's lower than 5, but if it works, it's a very strong signal because 5 is the high bar, and the lower the number of the high bar, the more severe the decline. As far as predicting how severe, here's our count. If we say this 61.8% retracement of the drop is all she wrote, if this holds, let's recall that black A, I'm having ending at 2340.5 to keep a Fibonacci relationship between blue A and blue C. If that's so, I've changed the colors here to make them easier to see. If A is ending around 2340 and change, and there's a 50 to 100 relationship between A and C, if that's true, you see we're projecting to about 2270, 2271. Now if there's a relationship between this wave A and this wave C, and if that's 38.2, we get the same number, about 2271. And if this is wave A of gray C at the end, and if there's a 2-to-1 relationship between A of gray A we get pretty much the same thing. So if this high holds, as is likely from the count and the likely DeMark sell signal, we should be dropping, not in the day of course, to around the 2271 area. If this high isn't going to hold, all that falls away. But I'm looking for lower prices Monday, and if that happens, we could have a pretty good drop to about 2271 before we're done. And that's today's call.